My
Okay.
breakout player of the 2022-2023 NBA season is. You want to take a guess? I think you'd guess it. We won't do it, but you'd guess it in 10 tries.
Okay. No. I'll give it. Okay, I'm gonna
Just give it
start
one.
with.
Yeah.
Is it on the Bulls or the Rockets?
I'll give you a yes. And
Is
you're only
second
getting
year
one.
player? Second year
That's
player?
Too specific.
It's Jalen Green.
Oh wow, I'm surprised. No, he will, but he's already good. Okay.
Yeah, he's right.
The answer is Kevin Porter Jr. And I'll tell you
fucking
why.
God.
So while Jalen Green was dropping a 40 bomb and 30 bombs and just 20 a night every single night for several weeks on end of the season, what people don't realize is that there was a phenomenal, talented duo as well. Jalen Green got all this media hype, national media hype, and well, what did Kevin Porter Jr. do? Thank you for asking. I'll tell you what Kevin Porter Jr. did. He got his shooting up from 40% to 43.5%. He got his scoring up from 13.7, which is abysmal, to 18.9. He got his turnovers down. What is it? Turnovers 3.5 to 2.5. He got his free throw percentage up about 11%. And most importantly, he looked great with Jalen Green. And even more importantly, the Houston Rockets backcourt duo looked great.
All right, so I have his stats right here. Yes, in 39 games, he went from being about a 40% field shooter to 43.5, went from 38% from three down to 37, but he also went from 6 attempts to 8 attempts, went from, like you said, 13.7 to 19 a night. And yeah, he looked all around. I just have my biggest problem or biggest fear with the man that we're talking about in Kevin Porter is Kevin Porter now is what? He's played 2019 to 2020, 3 seasons, going to year 4.
Big year, contract year.
Contract year.
Get that money, Kevin.
He's going to play well. He's going to play well, like he should. But what Kevin Porter are we going to get? And what is even Kevin Porter worth? Because KPJ, don't get me wrong, talented guy. But is he a shooting guard? Or is he a point guard? Is he a 6 man?
No. I'm good. Sorry, that sounded mean. No, he's not a 6th man, but he is an all-around star who can do anything you want
defense.
To. Yeah, I knew that was. Yeah. Well, the good news is he's gonna improve. He's Kevin freaking Porter Jr., and that's what he does. He was a shooting guard. And he was a hell of a shooting guard, and he's still a phenomenal shooting guard. And the best part is that Jalen Green's assist total and playmaking improved not only for himself, but for his team. So now I got 2 guys who can handle the rock. They can score for themselves. They can create an offense. They can do things on offense. So Kevin Porter Jr. is going to, and here's the thing. Here's a great thing with the Houston Rockets is we have this money, and if he has a phenomenal season, I'm gonna pay him and I'm gonna take the risk because he has that thing called swagger. He has that thing called swagger. He's got that swagger. Does he not have that swagger?
He does have swagger, but
that swagger.
Let me go back to his splits.
He was not a point guard. So what does he do? All right, G League.
So, I mean, I don't have a problem of having basically 2 shooting guards be your 1 point guard. Basically, if both Green and Porter both average 6 assists a night, it works. I just get scared that by having Kevin Porter and Jalen Green are both ball dominant.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Kevin Porter, but I feel like Kevin Porter just hinders Jalen Green's game a bit. He takes away from Green's ability.
I think if anything, I think he adds a nice little compliment to it.
I personally would rather Green bring the ball up and Porter play more off ball. But at the same time,
that's what they can do.
They can do it. I know.
Forget about a cat named Alperen Şengün. who is one of the best big man passers in the league.
I know he is. He is.
Hello.
He is. He is. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you need a coach. We haven't seen. We need to see Steven Siles run the right plays for the. I agree. Kevin Porter Jr. rightfully so should be in the breakout candidate. What is your expectation stat line for Kevin Porter Jr. as I queue up my breakout candidate for this season?
Well, the ball is going to be spread a lot. There's a lot of scores. This offense, Houston's going to have a great, hopefully efficient offense, but you got a genius in Steven Silas as your head coach. I would say we'll probably see something. I don't think we're going to see anything too crazy. I don't think we'll see 20 points per game, but if we do, I mean, do we have a star on our hands? Do we know for sure that now we got our star? We got a complimentary star now. I'd probably say what he'll average next year is what he averaged in the second half of the season.
True.
My hope and in my head.
So 19-6.
Yeah. About 19, about 19, 5, 6, 6.5, 6 something. Steal a night, 100% 3-point ish.